Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, guess what? It's time for Season 3. Why is today the start of Season 3? In all honesty, I was thinking about this earlier, because I said so.
Wow.
Well, look, I was thinking about it, all right? So Season 1...
We're on time in RevLogic, Sally. Hi,
we
Sally.
are. When B posts about the podcast, she specifically says... like 9 p.m. estimated time. It is estimated that around this time, 9 p.m. her time, we will start.
Or to everybody else in the world, 9 p.m. EST means Eastern
Estimated
Standard
time, yes. And we're here
Oh
by
my
8:03 my time, which is estimated to be around the time she said we would start. Anyways, back to my revelation, if you will. Season 1 was only like 6 episodes long. And then the
I don't even think it was that.
I think it was 6. And then the podcast just kind of went away. And then Season 2, we decided we were coming back.
Slick Shady?
The real Slick Shady. And then we decided we were coming back, and we ran with like a crap ton of episodes. And then we took a break during, the holidays, kind of took that time off. So I figured instead of just coming back and continuing on, we're just going to start the new season. And with the new season comes new changes. As y'all saw, we have a brand new official logo for the SpecsRated crew,
And it actually looks pretty badass. I have to give Rev
does.
credit for that. I like it a lot.
I put some time and effort into that one. Merchandise has been updated to reflect the new logo. So anyone that, did manage to grab the old setup, which was just the colorful name with all of our logos, that's officially gone and can no longer be gotten. So collector's items.
Long time caller, first time listener. I knew who you were, Slicktastic. Hello.
Slicktastic is the real Slick Shady.
Yes. And if your wife is there, tell her I said hi.
On that note, as always, I am the awesome one himself, Mr. RevJAwesome, joined by none other than by whatever, the most fantabulous pain in my ass, BeaGolden. And Specs is not with us this week. However,
shocker,
he does have some appointments that he needed to attend to. So this will be the 1 week that I don't rip on Canada and say something about,
maple syrup and moose and hockey and...
But Specs is not with us today, but he will be back hopefully next week, which is funny. Didn't he miss the opening of Season 2 as well?
Yes, he did. He missed because he missed the end of Season 1 and then missed the beginning of Season 2.
And now the opening of Season 3. Tune in next week to see if Specs comes back.
Is he actually coming back? We shall find out.
But yes, so we are officially rolling on with Season 3 now. We have new updated intro because Rev likes to keep changing the music. So we have updated intro music as well as the intro itself. Like I said, brand new logos. Another thing that we will be instituting during this, run of Season 3 is charitable donations, okay? So now that we are over on Twitch, one of the things it does offer, and you'll see that on my channel here, I do have a donation fund set up to go to St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. Now, one of the nice things that Twitch actually does right is with these donations, unlike the bits, unlike the subs, they don't take a part of it at all, good. Like any piece of it. So everything you donate, minus, any possible fees incurred by, PayPal, which is usually pretty minimal, but that donation does go over to the charity. So I will most likely update that monthly. I'm going to do some research on some of the charities that they do offer, because I have worked with charities in the past, and I know some not as honorable as they seem, so I will definitely be doing my research. But to kick us off for the first month, I have started one for St. Jude's. If we earn some donations towards them, awesome. If not, we tried. That's the important thing.
Yes.
All right, so on that note, I think that is all the changes that we have happening here at the start of Season 3.
Changes.
B is still singing, so that has not stopped.
I have to at least one.
Hi, Sally.
Every
Hi,
podcast.
Steph. Hi, Slick. How is everyone doing tonight? Oh, so on that note, I'm going to get us rolling with the first story of the night. And the first thing...
All right, what you got?
I need to talk about is something that I made mention of before, and it is finally coming to fruition as February 15th grows upon us, and this movie will be in theaters.
What movie is that?
Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
Ooh, the evil Winnie the Pooh?
Yes. And we talked about this before, and it just sounded absurd. It looks absurd. They dropped new trailers, and it looks interesting. I can't even lie. Like,
it looks scary as shit. Slick-tastic. If you haven't seen the movie posters or anything about Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, go look it up. Oh, you've seen the trailer?
B makes the show, but Rev looks pretty, so we're going to go with that.
I look pretty, too. Thank you very much.
Oh.
Aw.
Thank you for the cheers, Steph. I don't have any alerts set up for the actual podcast itself, but we do appreciate the bits that you cheer. That's something I'll probably end up working on here in the future, but... But anyways, thank you, Steph, for your 69 bits. We love them.
Yes.
But yeah, so this trailer, the newest one that they have out, actually makes the movie look like a good, decent B-flick horror movie. Like, Christopher Robin's going back to this house where he knew Pooh and Piglet and all of them. He's got his little girlfriend with him. And, like, the only thing that gets me is it looks like just a couple of dudes walking around in masks killing people. You know,
yeah, that's exactly what it looks like, which is scary enough as it is.
And it is, but it's supposed to be like Pooh and Piglet all grown up walking around murdering. So I need to see the movie because I need to see the full representation of what they do with them, like in full form. Because right now it just looks like a couple of dudes in Halloween masks running around killing people. All right, I mean that's the only.
And we've seen that movie before,
right? We have, and that's the only downside I have to the movie. But like I said, this newest trailer like makes it look like a legit badass movie that I want to see, and I'm gonna check it out, obviously. But yeah, it's just it's the mask set of the way it looks. That's kind of the only part of it that was really just throwing me off about it.
Yeah, I get it.
But we only have to wait until February. Because that's when that one will be coming to theaters, and then hopefully we'll be grabbing that off of, some streaming service is going to end up picking it up because they always do. That definitely seems like a thing that's going to end up over on Netflix, if we're being honest.
Of course, the one I don't have.
Right.
I'm definitely going to end up getting Netflix.
You're going to
back.
have to.
I mean, it's apparent. I'm gonna.
However, I do want to make mention that the creator of this film is already working on another project. And I think I slightly made mention of it in an old podcast, but I didn't have the story at the time, so I couldn't really recall exactly which one it was.
And refresh my memory.
So the one that he's working on now is going to be Peter Pan Neverland Nightmare.
Oh, I don't remember you saying that at all, but that doesn't mean that you didn't say it.
And I may not have said it was Peter Pan. I just said he had gotten his hands on another open, free, public domain option to make a horror movie based off of some old beloved thing that we have.
That could be a really good horror movie.
Right? And the thing was, at the time, like, I didn't have the story. I couldn't remember exactly what it was. So I think I made a slight mention of it and then just, kind of passed by it. They haven't really released much information on it. Obviously, I'm assuming they're kind of waiting to see how and what, Blood and Honey does and how well that's taken before he actually starts talking about, the next thing. They just kind of made mention of it. But like I said, from the trailers for Blood and Honey, definitely interested, definitely want to watch that. And given how that does turn out, if it ends up playing out how it's looking in the trailers, I will 100% be on board for watching Neverland Nightmare. I love the story of Peter Pan. It's an awesome one.
It is. I mean, who wants to grow up?
Exactly. But that's all I wanted to say about that portion. So what do you got for us, B?
Well, as we all know, and as Rev has mentioned over and over again, I am when it comes to like true crime and dark stuff, it's me. So I saw a headline today that definitely caught my attention, and I just wanted to share it with others out there that composting dead bodies is now legal in 6 states.
So many questions. First question,
Like
is
what?
your state one of them?
Actually, you know what? I didn't even look. No, it's not.
Oh, bastard. Well, looks like B's finally moving.
Yeah, right. But it's not actually what you think. It's for the people who want to do the environmentally friendly process of like where you get cremated and then you have your ashes mixed with wood chips, alfalfa, and straw to naturally decompose over the course of a few months, and you're buried like in the ground or like in a decomposable canister type thing.
So if your neighbor pisses you off, you can't just toss him in the wood chopper and go, hey, my state allows it.
Right, exactly. Yeah,
Damn.
we're not talking about that.
Okay.
But as of right now, this process is legal in California, Washington, Colorado, Vermont, and Oregon.
Sally, like you get buried with a tree? Slick. Which states? All casually and not suspiciously.
I know where you live,
Don't
Slick.
be suspicious.
Right? Don't be suspicious. It's called Recompose, and it's $7,000 for the human composting service. So
Y'all, I can do it for like half of that. Just call me.
just call Rev. He's going.
Yeah, I can recompose some people for you for like
I'm doing a side
$3,500.
business of vampire dentures, and Rev's doing a side compost of
Oh, God, I forgot about that. Dude,
side job of
season 2B. Come on.
recomposting. Oh,
man.
so now you're stealing my line of, come on, just say it. That's so 2022.
That's so 2022. Oh, God. Like
Hey, you
the
can
land
turn your
hotels
ashes
were so
into a
2021.
diamond. They were. No one goes to
I
land
had
hotels
heard
anymore.
something about that. I never looked into it.
Interesting. I may have to research that just for S&Gs, because what else am I going to do?
Oh, God, that's awesome.
But yeah, that was just a neat little headline that caught my attention because I was like, "Ooh, it's legal in 6 states." Oh, okay,
Not
what I
mine.
meant, not what I thought it meant. So yeah,
Oh, God. It actually is a thing. You get cremated, they mix it with soil and decomposable urn and a seed
yeah,
so
you
a tree
can.
grows where you get buried. Man, I can do that for less than 7,000. That's ridiculous.
Oh my goodness! See, side gig. He's gonna do
Right.
it. I'm sure he'll make me advertise it too. So
I have
I
a
need to.
RevDia.
Oh,
We're just going to make everything Rev this season.
how about no? How about Specs come back, please? Like when?
Spexy, come
Okay.
back.
New rule, when Specs ain't here, we need a third host. Like, we need to have an emergency, like, backup host on call,
Right.
because I can't do this by myself.
Oh, God, too funny.
Okay, so what do you got?
Well, it's funny you would bring up vampire dentures or vampire teeth. Even Sally says, okay, Rev, stop.
Right?
So, new Spider-Man Across the Universe movie is on its way out. This story is not about that, though, okay? I am very interested in that. I love what they did. That was the animated one that had, freaking Miles Morales and the different Spider-Mans and Spider-Gwen, and they all teamed up and blah, blah, blah. And in the first one, Nicolas Cage had a role because we love Nicolas Cage. He played the dark, ominous, noir Spider-Man.
Noir.
My problem with this is, according to him, he has not been approached by Sony to be in the new Spider-Man movie.
No?
No, and that makes me very sad. Because,
that is
again,
unfortunate.
we like Nicolas Cage.
We do.
However, like I said, this is not a story about the new Spider-Man movie. This is a story about Nicolas Cage's new movie.
Ooh, what's his new movie? Because it's... Oh, wait, no, that was Keanu Reeves that was supposed to be in that true crime one.
Yes, no, not that
no.
one.
Okay,
This
Nicolas
one
Cage, what?
is actually gonna co-star Nicolas Cage. It's dropping in theaters on April 14th, so not too far away. If you can do math, unlike me, I'm assuming it's only a couple months away.
No, I can't.
And it's called, you ready?
What's it called?
Renfield.
Renfield?
Does that name ring a bell in anyone's mind, maybe, on who Renfield is?
Nope. It makes me kind of think of Renaissance Festival and Seinfeld.
Okay.
Slick says, that one looks... I don't know.
And here's why that one looks, I don't know. So Nicolas Cage plays Dracula. None other than Count Dracula.
Wow, then it is
in a
nice
movie
thing I brought up vampire tinctures.
About Dracula's butler guy. Renfield is the servant of Dracula.
Okay. So it's a movie from the point of view of Dracula's butler?
But wait, it gets better. So it's a horror comedy film directed by Chris McKay, screenplay written by Ryan Ridley, based on an original idea by Robert Kirkman, which, if you know Robert Kirkman, he's the creator of The Walking Dead, So Nicholas Hoult plays the character of Renfield, who is, the long-suffering servant of Dracula, set in modern-day New Orleans. Of all places. So now we're in modern day times. And Renfield has these sort of like superpowers that he's been given by Dracula. The trailer starts with him literally in a group therapy session for like abusive relationships. And he's just talking about how terrible his relationship is with this other person who by the end of the trailer they come to realize is none other than Count Dracula, and they're like, oh, but when you said, oh, okay. So it definitely has its comedic points to it. Looks like it's got a decent amount of action in it. In the trailer you see there's a scene where he's in a bar and these guys come in and start shooting up the place. So he eats like a freaking spider to, I guess, drain into the blood or something like that. Kind of activates his powers, and he just freaking kills everyone. Dude loses his freaking arms. Everyone's dead, and they're all just looking at him, oh my God, thank you. And he ends up falling in love with some woman and blah, blah, blah. All while he must serve Dracula and bring him whatever he wants, like a carload of nuns or a busload of cheerleaders, or these are things that he said in the trailer, because these are the things Dracula wants.
Interesting.
Yes.
It definitely, I can see that I agree. It could be fun. I would give it a shot. I would watch it.
Oh, God. So, Dracula breaks Renfield's neck. So, see, Renfield has been around. So, they're not grabbing some unknown elements. He has been used in Dracula instances before. Lunatic who eats insects.
A carload of nuns. No, that's what we're sending you for your birthday.
Exactly.
A carload of nuns. That's what Specs asked for, so we're sending it to him.
But so it's crazy. And then of course Nicolas Cage with his over the top acting in his roles as Dracula, like I'm really just
I can already
waiting to see what happens,
Oh my God. I can already hear it and picture it. Yes.
Oh, Keanu played Jonathan Harker in Bram Stoker's Dracula. Okay. Yeah, there have been so many iterations of vampires and Dracula and blah, blah, blah. Because I mean, it's funny if you think about it, like zombies. I don't know if zombies are still as popular as they were, but like they took the world by storm for a while there, and zombies were everything and everywhere, whereas vampires did have the rise kind of alongside the zombies, but vampires have been such a staple for so long. I mean, you can go back and find so many damn vampire movies and iterations and reiterations and revivals and re-releases. I mean...
And Slick, really? You haven't seen that one since the late 1900s? Wow. Wow, Slick.
Oh, God. I remember those times. Yeah.
Me too. I still dress like it is the late 1900s.
Right? Fire up that old VHS and check out some of that Interview with a Vampire, which they remade that one into like a TV show or some shit like that now.
As we wait for AOL to connect.
Right. Oh. But that's all I got for Nicolas Cage this week and where he's at and where he's not at. So what do you got for us, B?
All right. Well, since we're like on this, vampire death kind of creepy mood, I'll just keep on going with, they're creepy and they're kooky, mysterious and spooky. I mean, that's the Addams Family.
Yes!
So Wednesday, for those of you who...
No, it's Friday.
No, the Netflix show Wednesday that is taking Netflix and all social media by storm, because I swear everywhere I look, I see something related to Wednesday.
Yes.
They have been renewed for a season 2, which is not at all unexpected because of the explosion that season 1 has caused.
All you can see anywhere are either the Wednesday dance thing,
yes,
or the Megan dance thing from that Megan horror movie
gosh,
with the
yes.
doll. Like, that's all the dances that are being done right now. It's either Wednesday or Megan.
So I saw 2 things in reference to that. One, I saw an ice skater who did a performance dressed as Wednesday doing the Wednesday dance with that music on ice.
That's some skill.
That was really, really cool. It was an Instagram reel. I'll have to find it and send it to you. I'm surprised I didn't.
Right.
The other one was the Megan dance. It looked like a group of, I don't know if they were high school or college or what, but cheerleaders. And they were doing like a halftime show all dressed as the Megan doll. And I was like, oh, I can't even watch this. This is creepy.
Oh, God, that's just hilarious. It is funny because I haven't watched Wednesday yet. Just haven't gotten around to it.
Me neither.
Because you don't have the Netflix right now, so you haven't.
I could access it if I really wanted to, but
this is true. But I haven't gotten around to watching it. I will. It's on the to watch list. I did randomly watch Quantum Leap the other day, the original. Because I've been watching the new show that came out.
What is the original on? I want to watch the original ever
Peacock.
Since you started talking about the remake.
The original and the remake are on Peacock. The best of all the damn streaming, but freaking love Peacock. So much good shit on there.
I want to see your peacock, cock, your peacock, cock. Okay, there's song number 2.
Even Sally already, even she said, she can send you the damn Netflix, that way you can watch it. But... All
right, Sally, slide into my DM.
But I did notice Wednesday, as you mentioned, I mean, God, it's one of their front runners now. It's just behind Stranger Things. I think it's like 4th or 5th most watched or something like that. Like it's up there in the damn ratings, which I gotta say something.
What?
I don't often apologize. But I have to apologize.
What are you apologizing for?
Okay. So to everyone out there, and I talked about this during last season, and it's a curse. It is. And I want to say I'm sorry. I watched the Blockbuster show on Netflix. And what did I tell y'all happens when I watch a damn TV show? It gets canceled. Blockbuster got canceled.
So Blockbuster is once again getting closed down.
Right, once again. And they had high hopes. You can tell they had high hopes because they left it on a damn cliffhanger. They did.
Oh, really?
Yes, they left it on a damn cliffhanger. So they honestly thought they had enough to renew for a second season. They did not. So Wednesday gets renewed. Resident Evil, watched that one when it came out, got canceled. Blockbuster, watched that one when it came out, got canceled.
So they left it on a cliffhanger. So we got another Firefly and another Freaks and Geeks.
Yes.
Nice. Canceled after one season, and you never know what happens.
So I want y'all to know, this is the real reason why I haven't watched Wednesday yet. If I had watched Wednesday when it came out, it would have gotten canceled.
Right, Sally? Did everyone hear this? Rev admitted he was wrong.
I didn't admit I was wrong. I apologized for watching a show when it came out because I'm not supposed to do that because it gets canceled, which is why I haven't watched Wednesday yet. So I think we're starting to get to the point where I'll be able to watch it soon without, they already got renewed.
They already got renewed for season 2.
So it's safe. I can watch it now. Son of a man. But Resident Evil and my freaking Blockbuster.
How dare you? All right. So that's all I wanted to say is that, yes, Wednesday will be back for season 2.
Okay. That is pretty hella awesome. If you like Wednesday. Not if you like the shows that I watched, but... Oh, exactly. Hell did freeze over, and we're all ice skating to the Wednesday song.
Nah, I choose Megan.
It's creepier.
I'm just kidding.
So...
I'm too old to relate to Wednesday now. I relate more to Morticia, except I don't have my Gomez. It's the only thing missing in my life, and that makes me really sad. I need a Gomez. Those are real relationship goals. I've been doing this all wrong. Excuse me, y'all. I'll be back.
You'll find a Gomez or a Herman.
Oh, that would be either one of them. I mean, kind of crushed a little bit on Herman Munster when you and I watched the Munsters remake by Rob Zombie. Kind of crushed on him, not gonna lie.
Rob Zombie, that dude's awesome.
Yes.
You know something else I love?
What? Yourself?
Something that I love more than myself?
Didn't think that was possible. What?
It is. For one thing and one thing only.
Oh, I think I know.
Da, 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 da. Yeah, I just used that for the intro to The Legend of Zelda because I have to talk about that. It is officially that time. And coffee. Legend of Zelda and coffee. They don't have any Zelda-flavored coffee, however, though, so.
Yet.
As y'all will have noticed, or if you haven't noticed, you will soon, or you will right now because I'm talking about it, or maybe you're not even listening and you won't notice. Either way, I have started streaming again.
He has.
Officially.
This is not a test or a
Monday,
lie.
exactly. Monday nights, I stream over on my YouTube channel, which is where the podcast used to run at. And then Tuesdays and Wednesday nights, I stream right here on this Twitch channel. Friday nights, of course, we got the podcast, and then random streams popping up here and there. And you might say, well, Rev, what brought this back on other than you loving streaming and getting everything fixed in the hopes and joy of you being able to stream? This is a very important year for us, and I am not going to let this year pass by. Why is this an important year, B?
Because a new Zelda game comes out this year.
Okay, you could look a little bit happier.
I mean, yay! A new Zelda game comes out this year in May.
That's what I'm talking about.
I even got the month right
She
this
even
time.
got the month
yes.
right.
I believe it was May 12th, but don't quote me on that.
Something like that. So, yes.
Somewhere in May. I didn't say March this time.
Tears of the Kingdom does drop this year. Hopefully, fingers crossed, all things considered. Nothing is delayed, blah, 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 blah. With that, we are officially in that countdown point. We're in the year of. This means there's nothing but leaks. Leaks are running wild. There are leaks everywhere. Everyone and everything is talking about this Zelda, that Zelda, blah, 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 blah. And now we get the joy of deciphering what's real and what's not real. So one of the first leaks that dropped, and obviously we haven't been doing the podcast, so I haven't really had too much of an opportunity to talk about it, so I need to make mention of it now. But it is the fact that Rev needs a new Nintendo OLED Switch, because there were leaked images of the Tears of the Kingdom freaking OLED, and oh my god, it freaking looks amazing, and I need it, and
It could be Tears in the Kingdom, though.
No. When the game first came out, there was huge internet debate over that, and everyone was talking about it.
That's why I said it.
Oh, God.
Just to grind your gears a little bit more about it.
Oh, but yes, so some images were leaked of, like the actual box of it, the OLED itself being the white background with the golden decal of the Hyrulean crest, the Joy-Cons for it, the one on the left they were done in like gold setting with almost like a green
I caught
faceplate style over it, white textures on the right side. There's no official word on this yet.
When Rev showed me the picture of it, I was like, so when are you ordering it? When's it available? He's like, it's just a rumor.
It drops, and I'm telling you, like, y'all, I'm hunting and hounding every day. Like, is it a thing yet? Is it a thing yet? Can I pre-order it? Do I need another OLED? No. Am I going to get another OLED? Yes. Do I need another OLED? Yes. So obviously, I'm going to get another OLED because it's The Legend of Zelda. When the Wii U dropped, I actually had the Zelda version of that, where it had the gold etchings across the actual Wii U. What the hell did they call that thing now? The main controller screen thing, whatever the hell it was. But I had the Zelda version of that, and it came with Wind Waker, and that was freaking awesome.
I just found mine the other day.
That's freaking your Wii U?
My Wii U, yeah.
I hate you. I need to get another one. Those things were awesome. I had the 3DS version of the
found my 2DS
of the
also.
Switch, the 3DS Majora's Mask version, that's what it was. So obviously, y'all know how much I love Zelda. Y'all know I'm a collector. I need to get my hands on this thing. But that's only the beginning of the leaks, because there have been much more after that. There was a pamphlet that dropped that supposedly was showing internet online functionality with the game.
Oh, yeah?
And then since then, nothing kind of came out. And then all of a sudden in France, there were talks of restocking every Zelda amiibo that had ever been dropped. Now, mind you, the amiibo thing is for a store over in France. There hasn't been any official word here in the States as far as, all the different Legend of Zelda amiibos that had dropped, and if they would be redropping it, like your GameStops or your Walmarts or Targets or anything like that. And then I was messing around online earlier, and I came across this random leak, and this one, I truly don't know. This could be real, it could be fake. I had actually seen one of the YouTubers that I watch, RGG85, was actually talking about this. It was a pamphlet, and it was in Italian, talking about the Nintendo Switch and the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom and the online functionality for it. Now, mind you, it went on to talk about different aspects on the side of this pamphlet, unlike the other one. So when you translate it, what it actually said was, interact with other players by leaving them resources, Tears of the Realm, and written messages. Explore the regenerating farmhouses with the help of a friend in online co-op and share the loot via members' exclusive shared exploration mode. Keep your adventure data safe with the Save Data Cloud. Nintendo Switch Online Plus bonus pack members have access to exclusive Sky Chest, Hyrule Lockbox, and more.
Oh, wait, there's more.
So this little pamphlet, this little breakdown that I just read to you could be 100% fake. Like, someone could have thrown this up there. But some of the aspects of this seem like they could legitimately be routes Nintendo wants to go. Now, I know the Dark Souls games offered elements of interacting with other people by, and mind you, I never got into the Dark Souls enough, so I'm only going off what I had heard, but like leaving things behind in the world, and other people are able to find the items that you left behind. So the little pamphlet was kind of talking about this and doing the aspect like that, but then also even kind of exploring with other people in co-op, which also does take us back to the original trailer. When we first, years back, saw the trailer for, Tears of the Kingdom, before we even knew what it showcased this video of Zelda and Link walking down, into this dark cave and finding, freaking Ganon down there and blah, blah, blah. But that instantly sparked the debate of, is this the first time Zelda's going to be a playable character? Now, as we go into this co-op aspect, if that is a real thing, are there going to be more playable characters? Is this something we're building towards? We've had 2 Legend of Zelda game releases on the Dynasty Warriors franchise style. So you actually got to play as these different characters from the Zelda game, going around and actually beating the hell out of the bad guys and doing all that Dynasty Warriors style. So we're seeing a lot of all these other aspects, Nintendo kind of branching out with the Zelda series and seeing what they can really do, and kind of getting their feet wet in all these other games. So it's hard to see these little rumors like this and not wonder if there's that possible element of truth. Like, could this be the thing? Would it be 2 Links running around? Can you have other characters within the game itself? Are you going to run around with freaking Link and, Sheik and Zelda and hell, maybe Ganon? Maybe he becomes your best freaking friend in this game and runs around and y'all can tra-la-la-la-la, skipping through Hyrule Field, picking daisies, doing something.
How does that go again? Can you
No, I don't even
again?
remember what I just said, but
Tra-la-la-la-la.
but yeah, so it's going to be fun over the next several months waiting for this game to come out, and I will continue to tell y'all everything that I hear, and then of course as the game drops come May, March, April, June, July, whatever the date was,
May 12th,
that is what I will be streaming until we beat the game and beat it again and beat it on master mode and so and so
I hope
forth.
it has the cool music like when you cook, like the first Breath of the Wild does.
Which I will be streaming that game, actually. That is on my...
The original Breath of the Wild?
The original Breath of the Wild, yes. I have not officially beaten Master Mode. We still have to do that. And I got some chill
And you call yourself a
streams.
Zelda fan? Really?
And I have some chill streams planned where we can go around hunting for Korok seeds, because I never got the golden poop from that game either.
Did you say Clorox seeds? Like as in Clorox
no,
wipes?
Korok, the little tree people. Damn it, B, I'm done with you. Take us on to another story. That's all I got for Zelda.
Is that
for
what
this week.
Korok is?
Korok, the little Korok people.
Oh, I follow someone on Twitch and Korok is part of their name, and I never knew what it was.
That's what it is.
All right, then.
2 days before Shelly's birthday.
So yeah, another story. What else do I got? Do I have anything else? Okay, so we have talked about board games a lot on this show because we all love our board games. Hang on, let me move some windows around here.
Stop playing Animal Crossing and get back to the story.
I'm not. My
Freaking
Switch
moving
is up.
windows around. Damn house.
My Switch is actually upstairs right now. It's not even down here. But one of my most favorite games ever is getting an upgrade for 2023.
What?
Will I be running out and buying the upgrade? Probably not, because I still have mine. But I mean, some
But will
people like
she
them.
Amazon it? Probably eventually.
Probably eventually. So let's just say, as Rev hacks up a lung, it's the wonderful game and a 1980s movie that is my favorite, and I can quote word for word. Where guests are cordially invited to a dinner party at a fancy mansion. They each have a secret and come dressed.
It might be.
Ooh. Oh, ding, ding, ding. Look at that. Rev, you're so smart. Nobody clip that. Oh, God. I never say that.
Boom. That's a YouTube short right there.
Nope. So as we all know, everybody is all obsessed with murder mysteries and true crime podcasts and crime procedurals on every channel. So it's no wonder that Clue, the board game, is making a comeback. The game still has plenty of its classic touches, like all the characters we know and love. But each character now has a motive to kill Body Black, the owner of the mansion. Will you play as Miss Scarlet, Colonel Mustard, Mayor Green, Chef White, Solicitor Peacock, or Professor Plum? So those are the names that they are giving us for this new upgraded. Yeah. I don't know how I feel about all that. I mean, they can call them whatever they want. I'm still going to call them what they're supposed to be. I mean, I'm still waiting for the Clue board game with the game pieces that look like the cast from the movie.
Oh my God. Was that ever supposed to be a thing? Or is that just something you wanted?
It's just something that I want. I mean, in all honesty, could you imagine a Mrs. Peacock little thing with like the leaves on her head that she constantly has to keep pushing up? And
God, that would be pretty damn funny.
Mrs. White all pale and drastic. With the flames on the side of her face. Okay, I need to stop or I'm going to quote the whole movie. But yes, the Clue board game is getting an update. Clue is also the master of the mashup board game. So if you're looking to switch things up and hang out with a different group, there's many different versions of Clue. Like there are Monopoly. Like at one point we had Simpsons Clue, which was pretty cool because it had a bunch of different weapons, like a thing of like nuclear whatever from the power plant.
Wasn't the donut one of the ones?
Yeah, donut was one.
I vaguely remember that one, yeah.
And just so you know
Slick said a tiny little Tim Curry figure.
Oh, that would be amazing.
See, that's the number one reason to get it.
Nikki Quinn, I see you there. A tiny little, that would be the reason that I buy it. Is for
100%.
Tim Curry. But this article that I'm reading, just one of the many that they talk about, is apparently they have a Brooklyn Nine-Nine Halloween heist version of the Clue game, which could be kind of cool. That was a good show, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. And there's even a crossover with Dungeons and Dragons for Clue.
Nice.
Yes. And there's people are still constantly trying to bring up this remake with Ryan Reynolds that has been shelved and nobody is talking about, and I am perfectly okay with it being shelved and nobody talking about it because it does not need to happen. I said it a million times.
If it was gonna happen, Ryan Reynolds would himself come out and talk about it. That man is not shy about talking about his projects.
Right, exactly.
Like him and frickin' Hugh Jackman doing Logan. Or not
exactly.
Logan, but the new Deadpool Logan movie.
Deadpool 3. But yeah, so that one, people still constantly try to bring it up. There is nothing going on. And now there's even rumor of an animated series, which, I I don't know. Maybe I'd watch an animated series because we all know how I am with me and my cartoons. I love them.
Tim Curry's still alive. Can he do a voice in it?
Oh, yeah, he's still alive.
There's a Scooby-Doo clue also.
If you jinx him right now by asking if he is still alive, you are in so much trouble, so you better knock on wood right now.
I don't kill people. I just cancel TV shows. There's a difference.
That's very true.
I'm knocking on wood anyways, but...
Okay, thank you. But yeah, so that's what I got. And there's also a Scooby-Doo version of Clue.
Yeah.
So see, you can run out and get your favorite version, or you can get this new upgraded one when it comes out.
Stick with one of the older, awesomer ones.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, God.
Okay, so what else you got, Rev?
So I'm going to take us to the world of comic books for a quick moment.
Okay.
Because I don't know, and mind you, I don't follow comic series a whole hell of a lot. I used to read some back in the day. Nowadays, just kind of, whatever. I might catch something here and there. But I caught a headline that obviously caught my attention. And it makes me wonder, like, if this is the road you're going, is it this true genius approach to things, or are we just out of ideas? Because we all know
we're just out of ideas, on all honesty.
We all know who the Joker is.
Yes.
Obviously, there's no
even I know who the Joker is.
Even B knows who the Joker is. So apparently, in the newest comic series, possible spoilers for anyone who doesn't want to know this and wants to actually read the comic, like, now's the time to, stop listening, la 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 la, blah blah.
Okay, I guess I gotta go then.
So the man who stopped laughing, number 4, okay? The Joker becomes pregnant.
Well, wait. Isn't the Joker male?
Yes. Yes. Oh.
I'm gonna need some science here and
so
some
this
facts
issue
and
written by Matthew Rosenberg, drawn by Francesco Francavilla. Story shows a confrontation between the Joker and Zatanna. And ultimately, blah, 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 blah. One thing happens. I'm trying not to spoil too much of it.
One thing leads to another. Yada, yada, yada.
Good versus bad fighting stuff. Ultimately, she cast a spell on him with one of her signature backwards spells. So she says the stuff backwards. And the spell translates to no one else will ever have your baby. So the spell ends up having some unintended outcomes. And the Joker wakes up the next morning 9 months pregnant and ready to pop. He then...
Suddenly, a picture that I saw on Nerdist earlier today is totally making sense.
He then, and B, you may want to la 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 for this one. He then kind of vomits out this just blob of sentient mud. Okay, you're good. Which then morphs into just this tiny little Joker.
Wow.
Yes, and this is the route that they're going with the new comic.
Okay.
And no, I am not being sponsored by them, by only telling you this little bit of it in hopes that you'll run out and buy it. But yes, and I see these headlines and I'm just like, why? What? Do we truly just think this is this amazing poetic storyline that we want to run with, or are we just out of ideas and we're grasping at straws here? I mean,
it's not that far off. When we were kids and, last month we all sang Jingle Bells, Batman Smells, Robin laid an egg. So, Robin laying an egg and Joker becoming pregnant. I don't know.
Oh, God. Now, mind you, and I did do a little further investigation and did go on to see that this isn't technically the first time Joker has become a father. Apparently in Injustice and Gods Among Us, Harley Quinn actually revealed that she gave birth to Joker's daughter but gave her up for adoption. There was another instance, what was it, in the Batman White Knight universe where Harley became a mother to two twin children. That one had a happier ending to it. So it's not necessarily like the first instance of the Joker possibly having a kid, but
the first instance of him
having his own
kid.
I mean,
the kid.
Right?
There's a difference between having a kid and having the kid.
Oh, yeah. That's definitely some Cartman's mom action going on there for the South Park fans.
Talk about late 1900s. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, but who's my dad? Oh, God. But yeah, so I caught that story and I had to run with that one because, yeah, when something catches my eye that much, it makes me go, what the fuck? Like, I'm bringing it to y'all. So, hey, Joker gets pregnant in the newest issue.
Wow. Interesting.
Oh, well, that's all I got to say about that.
Okay, so my last story is we have talked about a whole bunch of different types of weird keyboards that we've found on the interwebs, on the world wide webs. We've talked about Lord of the Rings keyboards. We've talked about keyboards made of Legos. So I know when I'm thinking about a keyboard, a piece of, technology and, electric device and stuff.
Should I roll the
first
Specs
thing that
thing?
comes No, the first thing that comes to mind, I don't think Specs is going to want this to be connected to Specs Tech.
Specs rate of approval?
No, I don't think it's going to because in case you ever wanted to, there is a keyboard out there where every key is a miniature rubber duck. So in case you're ever sitting there typing and honestly looking at a picture of this, and I will post it on our Instagram.
Oh my God.
I don't know how you could feasibly type on this. I don't really think it would be the easiest.
Do they squeak?
I don't know if it squeaks or not, but
quack, 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 quack.
That would be hilarious if every time squeak, 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 squeak.
Could you imagine every time you go to write an angry email or something? Squeak, squeak, quack, quack.
Oh my gosh. That would be redonkulous. But
well,
yeah, I'll post a
anymore.
picture. I'll post a picture of this on our Instagram because it's a keyboard of miniature rubber ducks. I just don't understand the need for this or who decided this needed to become a thing.
They asked themselves if they could. They never asked if they should.
This is very true. We have said this many, many, many times. So that's my last story.
Okay. Well, I do have one last thing that I want to leave y'all with, and it is another film that is actually coming out. So I saw the trailer for this one the other day, and this is actually going to continue on with our horror theme of films that we have going on. Now, I believe this one is actually hitting theaters April 21st of this year, and this is going to be the 5th installment in the film franchise, 6th installment in the actual overall franchise.
Okay, quit leaving us hanging. What is it already?
So think back to 1981.
Okay, I was -1, but I've seen lots of movies, so.
Oh. Everything we've been talking about so much from the 1900s, and it just seemed like the fitting time to say that, they're still up and running because The Evil Dead is getting another installment.
Really?
Yes.
We get more boomsticks?
Not exactly. No. So Ash has long since stepped away from the film. Obviously, the first Evil Dead came out back in 1981, and then 87 we got Evil Dead 2. 92 was when Army of Darkness dropped, and then just kind of all went silent, and everyone forgot who and... Excuse me, I had to sneeze there. Everyone forgot who and what the Evil Dead was. Then in 2013, they did The Evil Dead, which was, or just Evil Dead.
Oh, God bless you, by the way.
Which was a remake of, the original Evil Dead film, or that one was more of a reboot. They didn't necessarily bring back...
What was that?
My neighbors upstairs.
I thought maybe like Thor or something was
right. Doing some crazy stuff. It was like a trapeze artist up there or something like that. I don't even know.
Interesting.
But yeah, so, they brought back The Evil Dead in 2013, and then now, 10 years later, we're actually getting The Evil Dead Rise. Mind you, they did bring back Boomstick, Ash himself, in... what was it? Ash versus the Evil Dead TV series. You can actually catch that one. I believe it's over on Netflix, or at least it was at one point in time. So Bruce Campbell did reprise his role, and it was set in the universe. He had done the things that he'd done. He's kind of running, from the Necronomicon, blah, 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 blah. But now, fast forward,
and we got the super awesome game last year.
We did. That game was fun as hell. But now, so fast forward to 2023, and we get Evil Dead Rise. So for this fifth Evil Dead film, it actually stars, Lily Sullivan is going to be playing the role of Beth, who pays, long overdue visit to her older sister, Ellie, who's played by Alyssa Sutherland. Ellie is raising 3 kids on her own in this cramped LA apartment. So the sisters' reunion, unfortunately, is cut short by the discovery of a mysterious book deep in the bowels of Ellie's building. Obviously, the Necronomicon somehow ended up down there. No freaking clue how. Then,
you never know about them. They're sneaky little people, so...
Right.
Creatures,
then, of course,
I should
this
say.
gives rise to flesh-possessing demons, thrusting Beth into a primal battle for survival as she's faced with the most nightmarish version of motherhood imaginable. So the trailer looks freaky as hell. I love it. The poster that they released for the image itself, literally it says Evil Dead Rise. It has the mom being possessed already.
I saw the poster.
Holding her kids close, and it just says,
Okay.
"Mommy loves you to death." And yes, 100% on board with this movie. Can't wait for this one to come out.
Nice.
See, and Sally even says Evil Dead with the game and characters taken on in Dead by Daylight. So yeah, exactly. Evil Dead never really faltered. It just kind of gets put on the back burner, but everyone knows it's there because we all fell in love with Bruce Campbell.
I didn't. Right. I was going to say, it came out in 81. I mean, mind you, I wasn't going to watch it as soon as I was born, but...
she waited a year.
Yeah, we watched it. I think I watched it with a group of high school friends. Probably mid-90s, mid to late 90s. So, I mean, it kind of...
That's awesome.
You backed Evil Dead 2 board game on Kickstarter? Nice.
Did it ever go anywhere? Did we ever get it? Is it still possibly going somewhere? You get some good stuff off Kickstarter.
Slick, aren't you the one that also backed We Happy Few and made it become a thing? And helped it become a thing?
Freaking love that game.
Yeah, and you or I, neither one of us have ever beat that game.
Haven't
we still
beaten
need
it
to
yet.
do that.
Play it every now and then. Literally,
Slick has.
in front of me right now, I have the posters from the damn game. Happy face means a happy place. Yep. I got one sitting back there. Got it, and some Evil Dead comics, and some game dice made from wood with... Oh, that's friggin' awesome. Love it.
Hang on one second.
I got new Strawberry Joy right there.
Let me turn off my blur for a moment here. So that I can hold up. Yeah, we kind of like the game. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yes, it was a collector's like set off of Amazon that you can get slick.
Dude, came with an actual vinyl LP and everything.
Yep, it's got
a
How to
book.
Be Happy,
Yep.
and here is the vinyl LP.
See, I've actually played mine. Like, I've played that music.
I have too. I
Okay.
just put it back in here because I don't want Brandon to run around the house with my LP.
Nice.
But it looks pretty sweet too.
Yep. While it's spinning with the psychedelic,
Yeah, don't stare at it.
and then you take your strawberry joy.
Yep. Now I can't get it back in there.
That's what he said.
Nah, but it's got posters. It came with an alarm clock. So, yeah. Totally check it out. I think you should, your wife should get it for you for your next birthday or anniversary or, whatever.
Right.
Just throwing that out there.
Well, on that note, though, that's all I got for us for this week, y'all.
That's all I got to. Text her after the show. I don't think I actually have her number. I'll Facebook message her, though, for you.
So, y'all, as
I got you.
always, the season is officially back. We will be here every Friday night on this channel, as long as shit doesn't happen. We miss an episode here and there. But mainly, relatively routinely, we will be live Friday nights, 8 p.m. Awesomeness, 8 p.m. B.
9 p.m.
She's
our
over
time.
there dancing. There she goes. All
I am
right.
time.
So on that
It
note,
was wonderful to be here. I'm glad to be back for season 3.
Hell
Tune
yeah.
in next week. Will Specs return? We'll find out.
bam. Y'all stay awesome. Catch you next time.
Bye.